Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Just Sing podcast. Today, I want to talk about wealth acquisition. Um, this conversation I kind of started having on Clubhouse that little week I was up there. But you feel me? Yeah, anybody pull up. So it was what it was, and it won't what it won't. Um, but overall, the the topic, it came about because I was just, considering, our stance and, a lot of the shit that's been going on lately, talking about reparations and just, the money and, so many different outlets. And one of the biggest things was like when I would consider wealth, and then I consider, the three races of people, the Africoid, the Mongoloid, and the Caucasoid, you know, everything else is just ethnicity, but, that's not the topic of discussion today. I started to consider like how do we have wealth? When I look at the Africoid lineage, the Africoid genetics and shit, um, and by Africoid, I'm speaking solely from genetics of dominance. Melanated people, um, and I'm looking at the way in which we obtain wealth and are permitted to obtain wealth, and it's like Jay-Z said. I forget the song, but it was off the Reasonable Doubt album. He said, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment. I want to say it was Dead Presidents, But he was like, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment. And when I consider wealth acquisition, it's like, in my own entrepreneurship, it was about wealth being, um, you know, when I got to the other side of it, it's like, fulfilling a need. That's how you keep your wealth. Entertainment is a way in which you earn it, but fulfilling a need, continually fulfilling a need is how you keep it. And I'm looking at our people, and I'm looking at a lot of the successful people, the people who've crossed the billions. It's like they're entertainers. Most of the wealth that we are allowed to achieve is through entertainment, whether it be acting, rapping, singing, dancing, whatever the case may be, some form of entertainment, right? But everybody else I'm seeing, they're utilizing their wealth to fulfill a need, to fulfill a need. And it was in just, the recent weeks, I kind of got frustrated with myself more so than anything, because it's like, I felt kind of fucked up and conflicted, because it's like, I felt like I got to continue to entertain motherfuckers, just to, get points across. Now, this is no slight or no shot towards anybody, or anybody that, fuck with me, but it's like, in all of the things that I do, I have created systems, I've created realities to fulfill a need, some sort. Like, I learned to see what a need is that people have, and I learned to fulfill it. But it's like, I don't want to be on that, oh, it's because I'm black, I got to do this shit. But in the reality, though, it is because I'm black that it's like I'm expected to entertain. You feel me? My success is contingent upon me entertaining. If I'm not continually entertaining, shit's going to start to dry up. So it's like I kind of learned that, you know, as black people, it's one of those things, it ties into that. You got to work twice as hard to get half as much type thing, because it's like on our quest for wealth acquisition, we have to be entertainers. We have to entertain. So we have to simultaneously, in order to have the wealth that we need, we have to simultaneously entertain and fulfill a need. You feel me? And it becomes exhausting, because it's like that entertaining piece is the piece that, we have to use to quote unquote get our foot in the door. We can't lead with, I can fulfill a need, because then it's met with so many different questions. Like, I look at it from the master and the market perspective. You feel me? Things were moving, but things started moving a lot more swifter when I started entertaining, when I started making TikTok videos, when it was just like, when it wasn't just me fulfilling a need, I had to, go into that other realm of, entertaining, when it comes to, my plant-based transition course, like, I have to entertain you first. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is about, as far as black folks and black people, our design, well, our permission, in this fucked up ass structure. And what we're allowed to do before we're blocked is we have to entertain. And if we're not entertained according to certain parameters, then our wealth is jeopardized. Our wealth is fucked up. So we get mad and we look at the kids and we try to say, yo, try to be a doctor, try to be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be a rapper. Everybody can't be a singer. Everybody can't be an actor, actress. But yet, that's the only thing our kids can see as the medium to gain wealth. They don't see fulfilling a need as gaining wealth because it's like that's also tied to, ignorance or the lack thereof. And being able to fulfill a need means that you have to be knowledgeable. And that is like very, very taboo for us because it's like the more knowledgeable we become, the more shifty our people become towards us. Oh, this motherfucker think they smart, or you trying to sound smarter, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. And the shit gets it gets difficult to deal with. So I kind of just wanted to elaborate and go in on that, as far as, wealth acquisition, because it shouldn't be limited to us to only, entertain motherfuckers to get wealth. And I'm gonna talk about, the depths of that. But yeah, this shit is really, it's really mind blowing and mind boggling because it's like, why is this the template and why is this standard? And I'll discuss that in a second. But before we dive heavy into it, be sure to follow me on Instagram _just_seen_. Be sure to check out my website at iamjustseen.com to get all things that are just seen. To all those who tip, sponsor, and donate to the podcast, you are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. To all those who would like to tip, donate, sponsor to the podcast, you can do so by clicking the description of your podcast. Not the link of this episode, but the podcast itself. And that's that for this, and that's this for that. So when we after this break, we're going to come back and we're going to dive into wealth acquisition, entertainment, and fulfilling needs. That might not even be the title. I feel like that shit is long, but it's going to be along the lines of that. So when we come back, we're going to dive into wealth acquisition, entertainment, and needs. Oh yeah, and don't forget to visit iamjustseen.com. There, you can get all things Just Seen. You want to add the Sofrel series to your library? Visit iamjustseen.com. You want to learn how to master the market for serious trading and investing? Visit iamjustseen.com. You want to get your hands on some exclusive merch like tees, hoodies, coffee mugs, hats, bags? Visit iamjustseen.com. Are you thinking about transitioning into the plant-based lifestyle? Visit iamjustseen.com. You ever want to just chat with Seen about anything from simple advice to mentorship? Visit iamjustseen.com. Anything and everything that is me, you can find at iamjustseen.com. So just take a quick peek into my world and see why being just seen is nothing less but always more. Because you never really know what you need until you see it. You will never see it unless you visit iamjustseen.com. All right. Welcome back. And, like I was saying, like I was speaking on, it's like entertainment is one of our mediums to how we, quote unquote, obtain wealth, how we are able to get through that point, because it's like we have to, because like I said, fulfilling a need requires you to be knowledgeable. There's already a preconceived notion. There's already a template about, tied to us as people collectively by motherfuckers who don't want us to have wealth. You dig what I'm saying? And like I said, we got the three races of people: Africoid, the Mongoloid, and the Caucasoid, right? The Mongoloid and the Caucasoid, they in cahoots with each other. They're like, yo, don't let these motherfuckers, like, they already got genetically, they pretty much own the earth. You feel me? The earth is their birthright. They're giving it to them. We can't let them own everything too. So we gotta, keep them out of these places, but quote unquote, give them the illusion of inclusion. You feel me? We're gonna give them the illusion of inclusion. That illusion of inclusion is by way of entertaining. This is why we end up being the faces of shit, endorsement deals and different things like that, is because you're going to give them, they're going to give us enough, enough capital to appear like it's wealth, then actually locking something down. Because when you look at entertainment got a short shelf life. You can't pass down entertainment. You dig what I'm saying? You cannot pass down entertainment. And by entertainment, I want to, first, entertainment is to go in and hold the mind, but we're just going to speak at it on the surface level. I'm not even going to go that deep into it. You feel what I'm saying? Entertainment is sports. Entertainment is acting. Entertainment is music. Entertainment is all of these different venues and different outlets that, put you in a perspective to where you appear to be quote unquote getting money, but you're not tapping into the money that these motherfuckers are getting off you for entertaining. You feel what I'm saying? We could take it back to the 90s, early 90s, record deals, the 360s and shit. Hell, not even in the 90s. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Meg Thee Stallion just signed a 360 when she first started. So it's like, the fuck, it's not that foreign. It's not that far off. Motherfuckers are still, signing fucked up deals. You feel me? Whole saying 4 for 40, like, y'all niggas still signing deals, still, after all they done to Miss Lauryn Hill, like, after all they done stole. Okay, let me make sure I say the bar right, because I don't want to disrespect the shit. Y'all niggas still signing deals, still, after all they done stole, for real, after what they done to our Lauryn Hill, and y'all supposed to be trill, you know what I'm saying? And that whole scheme, I ain't want to be like, it went over motherfuckers' heads. Nah, it ain't really go over motherfuckers' heads. It's just like, there's no point in understanding that that's how, you've been conditioned to excel and to acquire your wealth. You feel me? I don't get mad at the youth. I don't get mad at the kids, because who feel like, yo, I got to be a rapper, or, you know what I'm saying, or Instagram model, or, you know what I'm saying, go through all of these surgeries, and all of this shit is about entertainment. OnlyFans is popping right now because it's about entertainment. People look at it from a sexualization perspective. It's like, oh, these women being hoes and shit and all of this shit. It's entertainment, bro. It's entertainment. It's how you entertain and you can engage. But because our template of acquisition of wealth is through entertainment mediums, this is the way we choose to go. This is the way we feel like we have to go. And so then when it's time to step into the realm of fulfilling a need, we get intimidated because we got to learn. We got to know shit. We got to have experience. We got to actually tap into motherfucking the other side of this reality. We got to use our fucking minds. No funny shit, but you don't really have to use your mind to entertain a motherfucker. When you really put the shit down. I get it. We have, athletes, and we have all these people say, yeah, I go through specific strenuous training regimens and all that shit. But yeah, that's just the physical body. You don't really have to, strengthen your mind. And you don't really have to use your mind, use your soul. You feel me? As much. Fulfilling a need requires that, because fulfilling a need requires you to explain who you are. This is not a shot, like, that this is not a shot towards the entertaining people who, ultimately become entertainers, because it's like, you can still use your medium. A lot of them are leveraging their medium and using it right to fulfill needs. But not everybody is doing that. And then it's like, in fulfilling the need, if you're using the entertainment route, somebody wants a piece of the shit. It's like, because you're an entertainer, people are not really going to take you serious. For example, when LeBron James spoke out about, police brutality and shit, motherfuckers said, yo, shut up and dribble. Bitch, your way of entertaining is not fulfilling a need. It is to entertain. Your way of acquisition of wealth is not to fulfill a need, motherfucker. It's to entertain. I go dribble that fucking basketball. You feel me? And then it's like, certain shit is like, you can't, when you're in the entertainment space, you can't say certain shit. You can't do certain shit. Why? Because you fuck up the face. You fuck up the image. People who are fulfilling needs, you feel me? They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. You feel me? They're able to do what they want to do. And it's like, one of the best ways in which they do the shit is they capitalize off of the entertainment being a need fulfillment. So entertainment fulfills a need. You feel me? But are you in control of that entertainment that's fulfilling the need? You dig what I'm saying? When we look at record executives, and we look at like Clive Davis was motherfucking big for Whitney Houston's career. She was the entertainer. Her music, her singing, all of these things entertained, and it fulfilled the need of, but it's like, he tapped into the need fulfiller. You dig what I'm saying? That's what they do. You feel me? So as Black people, we get to a point where we like, and we start to internalize this as kids, you can be anything you want to be when you grow up, but we don't teach how to fulfill a need. We teach how to entertain. If you're not entertaining something, you're not necessarily going to cross over that threshold in the wealth, because we don't know the other we don't know the other revenues of, fulfilling a need, such as people need a place to live. People need food to eat. You feel what I'm saying? People need clothes. Now, this is not to say oversaturate the market and keep making shirts with melanin on them. I know I make merch. I make shirts and shit like that. But my entertainment piece of that is to fulfill a need for imagery. You feel me? If you actually, if you've been to the site, you checked out some of the search, that's like my mission on that is to, you know, create material that when you're wearing it, it has a positive imagery on you. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I got my Black Matter Lives shirt design. It comes in hoodies, crew necks, all of that. I got my Black Matter Lives design, as opposed to saying that the need that I knew that we need to stop begging and start affirming. The fuck? Stop saying Black Lives Matter. No, Black Matter lives, bitch. Like the fuck? I'm not dying. You feel me? And if I do, somebody has to die with me. I'm not like, there's no more of that passive shit. You feel me? We got to put that shit down. That's a need that needed to be fulfilled. You dig what I'm saying? I have I have a his and her version of what's called the natural crown, where it's like somebody with like the images or people with natural hair, because that is a need we need to fulfill. We need to be able to see that shit when we're wearing it, when we're, you know what I'm saying? And that's how, you know, we tap into it. But it's like, in that regard, you have to realize that fulfilling the need has to be even simpler than that. Because how many of us, you know, I haven't tapped into this. I'm trying to, and I will want to, but like, how many of us have like Hanes brands or Hanes styles? Like you can get, you know, some t-shirts that you can, you know, t-shirts, underwear. You dig what I'm saying? Bras, panties. Like, how many of us have crossed into that vein or desire to cross into that vein? That's a need. That's not going nowhere. Socks. You feel what I'm saying? It's like sometimes, because of, like I said, we're tied to the entertainment, we can't see how to dive deeper into a need. You feel what I'm saying? We can't see how to dive deeper into a need. And the need is where we are. Like, I feel personally, you feel me? With all the cotton I ain't, like, look, I feel like this on some real shit. If they ain't got to give us reparations, they don't want to. But I feel like we should fight. If we gonna fight for something, you feel me? We don't necessarily need, let's fight for the rights. Let's fight for the rights to own cotton. Like, let's fight for the rights to make cotton ours. You feel me? Because cotton fulfills a need. You feel me? They use cotton. Cotton is textile. They use that is a resource, and it is used for clothing predominantly. You feel what I'm saying? Most clothes that you have these days are made of cotton. Yeah, you have your silks. Yeah, you have your polyesters. You have all these things, but most clothing is made out of cotton. Black people should own cotton. Cotton should be ours. Don't give a fuck, bitch. We picked that shit forever. You feel me? Our ancestors picked that shit for a long ass time. Cotton should belong to us. You feel me? We should get a piece out of every piece of cotton. That's what we should be fighting for. They said cotton, the fabric of our lives. Bitch, we picked that shit for free. Like, that should be ours. That's something that should have been in the civil rights bill and all of that shit when we was fighting for that. Yo, run that shit, bro. Cotton should be ours. If you don't want to give us reparations, cool. Give us cotton. That fulfills a need. That gives us the wealth. And you know what I'm saying? Give us cotton. We own it. We earned it already. That's our shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can't argue me with that. You feel me? But it's like we fighting for the wrong shit. We fighting for the wrong shit. We fighting for the ability to attain our wealth through entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? Not through fulfilling a need. It's the need fulfiller who is going to maintain their wealth forever. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like going into that, like I said, tapping back into the socks and all this shit, like those, like people need those on a regular basis. Every year, every so often, you know, you can guarantee a bag off a sock, off of cotton. You feel me? Then you go into boxers, you go into things, like people buy these things every year before school, before different things. Like, these things are repetitive. They're not going anywhere. That's what we need to be focused on. But see, as entertainers, as focusing on entertainment, we know how to keep the culture moving. We know how to create cultures. We know how to move because we are the culture, because we are built off of entertaining. We are built off of acquiring our wealth through entertaining, but because wealth has a short shelf life, we don't tap into the resources that we can use to leverage to start getting into needs, fulfilling needs, like owning farmland. You feel me? Owning land as a whole. You feel what I'm saying? Because with land comes the people got to come see you, bro. I want to build this. All right. I'm not selling this shit, but I'll lease it to you. You feel me? We got to get into that shit. I got an uncle. I just found this shit out. That we had some land in our family. You feel me? Now everybody was like, well, it was swampland. It was, I see, that's the problem with y'all. I was like, y'all think too small. I said, we can drain that shit. I said, like, swampland could still be used as good. I said, you got to see the good in things before. You feel me? Now, granted, it would have cost some money. It would have took some a decent amount of shit. But I was like, so where's the land now? And they said my uncle sold the shit. The fuck? I was like, so why'd y'all leave it to him? Well, he was the only one that wanted it. Why did nobody want it? Because nobody had the vision. Nobody had the vision. I was like, man, that shit could have came to me. You feel me? I would have put the, you know what I'm saying? I would have worked towards, draining the swamp and getting shit like, cause you can drain a fucking swamp. The fuck? Like, I don't know, like, why people think a swamp is the end all be all. You feel me? You can drain the swamp and you own the land. It was a decent sized land too. The motherfucker just, I don't know what he did with it. Nobody knows what he did with it. You feel me? But I'm not gonna get too heavy into that. But that's the thing. You feel me? That could have been used to fulfill a need. You feel me? Drain the swamp, level the land out. You feel what I'm saying? And turn it into farmland. Like the fuck, like it's a swamp, my nigga. Like I know we hear the word swamp and think bad, but it's not. Never mind. So diving a little bit deeper, right? That shit kind of just ticked me off. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's more personal than anything. But yeah, like as people, our acquisition is through entertainment. Our acquisition of wealth is through entertainment. Can we dance? Can we sing? Can we do all these things? So it's like at some point it no longer serves its purpose. You feel me? And I think like before the hip hop mogul, before like Jay-Z, before like Diddy, before Rick Ross, before Nas, before, you know, the people who were like, okay, I just want to rap. I just want to make music. They're like, nah, we got to do something for the long term with this shit. You dig what I'm saying? Because how many of the goats are still rapping? Are still, like Jay-Z and Nas are the only ones that's still doing the shit. That can still do the shit. You feel what I'm saying? And then we start understanding about legalities and certain shit like that, or like, you know, books and, things like that and publishing and all these things. And then it's like I said, from the entertainment perspective, you sign a 360 deal, you don't even own your masters. You feel me? That is the part of that is like not you're taking away from your ability to fulfill the need because you don't own your masters. You feel me? You don't own your masters and shit like that. You got to be able to own that shit. That's ownership. And it's like, as we go forward and shit, we have to really accept and embrace that shit. You dig what I'm saying? We have to embrace that shit wholly, fully, completely, because what happens when we want something to pass on to our kids and we can't? You feel me? How many artists can't pass their shit down? Because, we are taught just to entertain, shut up and dribble, And then our form of entertainment and it's crazy how they use the entertainment in us to keep our own people away from wealth. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And like, think about the popular music that we're singing. It's about sex, it's about destruction, it's about all this other crazy shit, sipping lean, selling drugs, all of these different things. And we feel like that's the way to go. Like, the motherfucker that's telling you to do the shit ain't even doing the shit no more because they can't. They can't. They really can't. Now, some of them still have to get out of that street shit sometimes. Some of them still have to, but for them, they can't do that shit because it fucks up their money. It fucks up their wealth. You feel me? But it's like, look at the shelf life of wealth. I mean, of entertainment wealth. Kevin Hart, he ain't funny no more. You feel what I'm saying? Drake is literally starting to fizzle out now, music-wise. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody's booking certain actors and actresses anymore. They're getting old. Will Smith ran the 90s. Will Smith, Denzel, and shit like that. But it's like, who's next? We need other people like Eddie Murphy's and all. Like, they're getting old now. They can't do that anymore. You know what I mean? Coming to America didn't hit as hard as Coming to America 2 didn't hit as hard as Coming to America 1. He's not in that same acting space. The hunger ain't there. The different things ain't there no more to maintain that. And that's what wealth acquisition through entertainment is. You see what I'm saying? And I'm learning, this is a little bit of the cheat code. This is one of the reasons why I do the things that I do the way that I do them. If you follow my Instagram page, I know that my people, we got to fulfill a need of knowledge. That's one of my gifts. That's one of my tasks. That's one of my purpose to educate people, to teach people, to give people information. You feel me? To disseminate information properly, right? I know also my people don't want information. They want to be entertained. And it makes sense why, people want to be entertained, because it like takes you away from the pain of the reality. Who better to take somebody away from a painful reality than the motherfucker who's going through pain on a regular basis? See, people don't understand that. Like comedy, let's look at comedy. Comedy is just tragedy over time. Shit is only fucking funny because time has been passed through the pain. Who has gone through significant amounts of pain to where they can entertain successfully? Black folks. R&B is a genre we started. Rhythm and blues. Really, we know what the blues mean. Sadness. The blues were fucking depressed music. Motherfuckers was really depressed. Like real shit. Motherfuckers was depressed. Right? When rhythm and blues started. Right? When rhythm and blues started, it was more so, man, we got to release this shit. I don't want to be in pain anymore, so I sing about it. You feel me? BB King, the thrill is gone. Damn, nigga, the thrill. You feel me? Like, think about that. I'm gonna use that in an example, like how people say you got the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Thrill and agony are, pretty much opposite sides of the same coin. So when a motherfucker's singing that the thrill is gone, bruh, that shit's deep. But it's the blues. You feel what I'm saying? It's the form of entertainment. And so our people know how to entertain because we're the ones that's always in pain. So it's like, how do you keep these people entertaining if you're not going to inflict the shit? That's why this whole shit, motherfuckers was like, oh my gosh, stand with Asian community, Asians, Americans, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yo, that ain't my fucking problem. As I said, the enemy of my enemy is still my enemy. I'll rest while they fight. The fuck? You feel me? Because I still got to deal with that shit. I still got to deal with the fact that these two types of people, the Caucasoid and the Mongoloid, they still creating the systems to make sure my people stay in pain. And because my people can stay in pain, they're the ones who can entertain. You don't feel like when we look at rhythm and blues, we look at soul music. When we look at, actors creating captivating scenes, you got to feel that shit. Will Smith's move in that episode where his dad came back and shit. He was like, yo, how come he don't want me, man? You had to feel that shit. You had to go through that shit in order to know how to tap into that. You feel me? We can do that shit at will because we are always in pain. I use off the other side of that shit. Look at fucking Heath Ledger. They was like, yo, for Heath Ledger to tap into the Joker, he had to take drugs. He had to do certain shit and he got addicted to the shit. How many of us can do that shit off rip because of the pain? We have a place to go. That shit, we don't got to be forced into that shit. We have a place to go to entertain you the right way. You feel what I'm saying? They know that. Why? Because they create the conditions that create the pain that allows us to entertain. Because with time, entertainment is healing. You feel me? It's therapeutic. Who better to heal than a motherfucking pain who's gone through the shit? You feel me? Most athletes, most sport, like they have a reason why they did the shit. They have a deep reason why they got into the shit. You feel me? Poverty. Poverty's painful. You can't, I don't give a fuck how dressed up you look. Poverty is fucking painful. You feel me? So it's easy to tap into that and create an artistry from it. You dig what I'm saying? It's to create an artistry from it. And through the art, you get the positive expression. But then it's like now, if you go through other things of like not knowing who you are, not having self-worth and shit, it fucks with you because now you use your entertainment to destroy rather than fulfill the need of building. Like you're fulfilling the need of destruction, which is not your need. You feel what I'm saying? The Mongoloid and the Caucasoid, they're big on fulfilling needs to acquire their wealth. You feel me? So when they have a need that they need to fill, they know how to put the right entertainer in the motherfucker. Look at, case in point, Kevin Hart got a comedy special, his most recent one, I believe, where he was calling his little daughter a hoe. Like, nigga, I get sometimes, shit be funny. You can make jokes like, no, in no way, shape, or form. Should you ever, even in a joking matter, refer to your daughter as a hoe in front of people? In fucking front of people? You're entertaining people through your own destruction. Now, how does that look? Your daughter is like, let's say your daughter's in high school, whatever the case may be, and a boy call her a hoe. I ain't no hoe. Your daddy called you a hoe. He know you better than anybody. Your daddy called you a hoe in a comedy special in front of everybody. You feel me? Put the shit out. It's still spinning in fucking rotation. Yet they can dig up old tweets of him making shit about the LGBT community and shit. He got to apologize. Or he can't perform, or he can't do the Grammys. You see how the entertainment works? It's control. You feel me? When you're acquiring your wealth through entertainment, you have to control. But I kind of went on a tangent, and I just thought about what I was really talking about when I started that. Like, this is one of the mediums, it's like, I understand that a need that my people need is information. Understood information, not just regurgitated information. They need shit broken down for them. You feel me? I know that I'm a thinker. I got a podcast episode on that, the warrior, the messenger, and the thinker. I'm simultaneously the warrior, the thinker, and the messenger, because there comes a time when the universe has to put you in that space. You got to be all of it, because those who are supposed to be within the veins, athletes are the warriors. What are they doing? Entertaining. Messengers, what are they doing? Entertaining. The thinkers, they think for them. Thinkers are, I got to go get a good education. You feel me? You use your mind for them. Look at the research. Look at the scientific research thing. You feel me? Ain't no black people leading them. Black people will be the face, though. Like the sister that they was using for she started the vaccine. Dig deeper into that research and see whose names are on it. She was just a piece of it. They chose to use her to get black people to get the vaccine. Entertainment. When you've been on that scientific side, you start to see when they do research and all of that shit like that, you don't get credit for that. You're a name on the shit, even if it's your idea. And this is real big when they're doing this shit with an undergrad and masters and PhDs and shit on your quest to the shit, because you can't get credit as a student. You can't get credit as the ownership as a student. It's a project that you worked on, even if it's your thought, even if you had the breakthrough, even if everything was your responsibility to uncover. You feel me? That's how they use the thinker. You dig what I mean? The reason why I was saying that, the thinker, the warrior, and the messenger, because all these forms are how we entertain. You feel me? They use the thinker to go in and hold the mind. That's why I mentioned at the beginning, to go in and hold the mind. They use the warrior through the sports arena. Go in and hold their mind through sports. Shut up and dribble. When you start getting out of this entertainment space, shut up and dribble. Run a ball. You feel what I'm saying? And because you're entertaining, it's easy to have your image tarnished. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're a face. So they have to put blemishes on it. And then once they start to show you that you're ugly, you can't entertain anymore. Your wealth is gone. They've taken your wealth from you. The messenger, same shit. Rappers actors and shit, actors, comedians, they're more so the messenger. You feel me? They're more so the messenger, because they're telling a story of some sort. You do what I'm saying? They're telling a story of some sort, and they have to use through the entertainment. So singing and shit like that. Why the fuck is all of our R&B music about having sex, baby making, like fucking, like that's it? R&B is about fucking, rap is about killing niggas. Wow. You have the occasional drops that hit the albums that necessarily don't drop as singles. Why? You feel me? I remember when Jadakiss dropped Why. You feel me? His career wasn't the same after that. You feel me? No, Jada, you were supposed to be talking about drugs and D-Block and going to jail and shit like that. Don't wake them up. Don't ask them questions and shit, because you're from the hood, and we know that the hood has influence. You feel me? Don't ask them questions like that. His career won't the same. Just like when he dropped his album, The Last Kiss, he got an album up there called Smoking Gun, where in this song, in Smoking Gun, he is literally, this is the fucking, I feel like this should be the anthem for Protect Black Women. Not many people know this motherfucking song. You feel me? He got Jasmine Sullivan on the hook. And then the song is saying, her hook is like, you're the only one I love. You're the only man that I know I can trust. And if I ever should need you, I know you'll come ready to kill with a smoking gun. And in the hook, in his verses, he's telling, yo, I'll kill a motherfucker for you. Why don't we have any songs on the radio saying that you'll kill a motherfucker for a black woman? No. Bitch this, bitch that, bitch this. Bitch that, bitch that, bitch this. I'm gonna leave, hit and quit. They'd be like, you know what I'm saying? We tie into the shit. So like I said, when we go into the entertainment music as the messengers, when we go into that, it's about destruction. You feel me? Your wealth acquisition is through the need I need you to fulfill. That's why you got to sign this contract with me. You have to fulfill this need for me. And the need I need you to fill is to destroy your people. You feel me? Kill these motherfuckers. Kill their minds so they kill themselves. So we can keep y'all out of the wealth game. You feel me? It's a very difficult situation to think about, but it's really not when you really put down into perspective of understanding how wealth is really acquired. You dig what I'm saying? Not only acquired, but maintained. So that's the messenger. You feel me? Go back and analyze the music and shit. Music is about the affirmations. You feel me? They know we can get we can get these motherfuckers to do whatever we want just by how they tap into music. You feel me? So we're gonna put the top artists. Like, you feel me? I remember before Lil Wayne went to superstardom and shit. I remember when I watched his transition happen. When I say he was killing everything, mixtape, Weezy, motherfucker, killing all of this shit. And then when he switched over, it was the Carter 3. It went to Lollipop. But more importantly than going to Lollipop, everything that he was talking about was popping pills and sipping lean. He started this generation. Mumble rap, motherfuckers think Wayne was the first mumble rapper. Y'all heard fucking Can't Believe It. You ain't know what he was saying when the shit first came out. It took time to listen to the shit. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, bruh? But, entertainment. Now, the Weezy era is done. He's gone. Like, ain't nobody fucking with Wayne no more. But in that same regard, Wayne is he was stuck in a time capsule. He's still rapping like he did in 2009. It's not much growth in that. Nicki Minaj too. All of these motherfuckers is like, yo, we're gonna do something to make you influence these people because you're a messenger. You're a messenger. So your message needs to be a way and they can destroy themselves. If it's not physically shooting and killing each other, it's through the sexual act. Don't use condoms. You feel me? Don't use condoms. Just be out here having sex. Have babies and leave a bitch alone. And body motherfuckers like Future. You feel me? And I was using bitch for dramatic purposes, But this is what we're dealing with. It's the messenger. And now let's analyze the thinker. Where are our thinkers at? Disconnected from the fucking culture. Oh, I got my degree, man. I got to do this. I got to do that. Bitch, you just trained. They use your mind. They trained you so they can leverage your mind. So when the free thinking part comes out, now you're tapped into research. Now you're tapped into thinking for them. Like, you feel what I'm saying? The real thinker gets shunned as crazy. You seen what they did to Dr. Sebi? You seen what they did to Dr. Sebi? You feel me? So it's like, as a thinker, you got to be able to maneuver in that game a different way. It's hard because you eventually lose yourself in the shit. You feel me? Like I said, I tell the story about Shorty I was in a master's program with, and we had that rooftop bar, and she's saying, oh, that girl has a black girl attitude. You black. The fuck is a black? Like, you feel me? It starts to taint us. I'm not even going to hold you. It really starts to taint us to where we feel disconnected. We feel better than our people that we grew up with. We feel better than a lot of these motherfuckers. Simply, okay, well, I don't think I'm better. No, you do think you better, even with you making better choices, because you don't come back. You don't give back, but you get your money and you move out. Like, we've been doing this shit for a long time. We get out and move to the suburbs and allow them to gentrify the shit that we're devaluing. Why? Because they understand how to fulfill a need. We only understand how to entertain. put a face on. Oh, I became successful. I moved with the white people. Okay, cool. You could have saved your money and moved in with the hood. Clean that shit. I don't want to clean that shit up. They do. They're willing to clean that shit up. Buy the shit up, raise the prices, and push the people out. You could do the same shit if you want to. I know that sounds fucked up. But buying up, you know what I'm saying, the hood and gentrifying it in the black way, we know the culture. We don't have to move each other out onto other things. We can say, look, we need to start changing shit. People be thinking motherfuckers are just out here killing and robbing and shit because it's fun. No, it's not the love of money that's the root of all evil. It's the lack of money that's the root of all evil. We ain't got shit. You seen Lottery Ticket? That was one of the most iconic scenes. Again, a form of entertainment, delivering a fucking message. That's why the shit hit home so hard. When Brandon T. Jackson was like, bitch, I'm broke. I need to eat. The fuck? We don't need to be living in these motherfucking conditions, but we do. We do, because our wealth is through entertainment. He's an actor. He conveyed a perfect message. The messenger. You feel what I'm saying? But the thinker is the one who's supposed to break the mold. You feel me? The thinker should be able to give the message. The thinker has to process the information to be able to deliver the message so the messenger can take it off. The warrior is supposed to protect the messenger who's giving the message. All of our dynamics are fucked up and tainted. Yeah, I encourage you to go back and listen to that episode. It's called, matter of fact, it's So For Real Conversations, Warriors, Thinkers, and Messengers. But yeah, I highly recommend listening to that. But tying it back in, what the fuck are we going to do? You feel me? I'm going to level that up one more time and just do a quick tangent before I get back into the main topic. It's like women ask to be, we need to be protected and provided for. We need to be protected. They ain't got the warrior spirit. Our warriors are athletes. Our natural warriors are athletes who don't like black women. Ain't that some shit? You think that shit's by accident? My nigga, I have a need I need to fulfill. I need you to entertain for me. So in this need to fulfill, I need you to keep these, but I don't need you to go back and give your wealth to the hood. I don't need you to give your wealth to the people. So don't marry. But now, salute to my peers that are in the NFL. I mean, when I say peers, I mean my age group, my age bracket. We a whole new generation. Motherfuckers got black wives. Y'all ain't fucking up. Y'all ain't got caught cheating and shit. Yo, I'm fucking proud of y'all. Y'all have fucking changed the scope. I want to take a moment to actually give that credence, because a lot of times we get so focused and paying attention to what the elders didn't do that we don't pay attention to what us and our peers are actually doing right fucking now and what the generation after us is really built on. We need to take some moments to give that, give them the flowers. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? But these are a part of the dynamics of what we got to deal with. You feel what I'm saying? Because if the warrior's not, you're playing sports. You don't have time to fucking protect anything, to be militant, to go learn how to protect your people. Therefore, your messengers can't deliver the right message. You feel me? And your thinkers, they have nobody to give the message to. You feel what I'm saying? So now this ties back into why I said earlier, I had to simultaneously be the warrior, the thinker, and the messenger. You feel what I'm saying? This shit ain't by design. This shit ain't by accident. The warrior side of me, like that shit. Like I grew up in the hood. I grew up in poverty for that very reason. The universe knew what the fuck it was doing when it put me there without a father. I had no choice but to be. I ain't like Lloyd Banks, and he got a song on his album, Rotten Apple. He said, I never had a pop never had a son. Nobody to go and get, so that's why I never run. I had to become the warrior. You feel me? I had to sustain that shit. I had to constantly go through battles. I had to fight motherfuckers. I had to go through shit. Like, I couldn't run because I have all three of these missions within me. I have to be the thinker, the warrior, and the messenger simultaneously. And if you know me on that level, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You feel me? Some of us don't have the capacity to be all three, and that's fine, because it's really not tasked for everybody. Trust me. Having to go learn all of this information, this is going to tie back into what I was talking about, is the need that I got to fulfill. But having to know that you got to learn all of this information, break it down to be able to give it as a message to your people, and still be able to still have to protect the shit day in and day out. How? How? Like this is a lot of my brothers are in this space right now. We're simultaneously the thinker, the messenger, and the warrior. We think we think going through school and being in this space where we're hot heads and we were all this. Now we were given that task for a reason. The system fucked us up. You feel me? The system fucked us up. It starts in elementary school. You feel me? You don't find it odd that this is the reason why athletes, because if you seen the athletes who just got passed in school, they didn't really have to do shit because they were bringing in money, they were entertaining, they were bringing in money for the school. You feel what I'm saying? Some teachers would just pass them because I know you're gonna be great. I know you're gonna be something. I'm gonna just pass you. Now, if I can extinguish any reality that this motherfucker could potentially be a thinker or a messenger. You feel me? Because by default, if you're in that athletic space, people are going to listen to you. You can automatically easier tap into the messenger spot. But are you the thinker too? Can you really think? You feel me? And those are pieces that are very important to wealth acquisition. And I'm gonna end it there because I don't want to make this a whole podcast episode about the warrior thing and the messenger because I already did that. But I'm tying that into to bring it back home to the wealth acquisition. You feel me? This is one of the reasons why I structure all of my platforms the way that I do. It sucks and it pisses me off that I got to be an entertainer in order to get my points across. I got to entertain to fulfill the need. You feel me? So this is what I was talking about, like where I have to post a whole bunch of dumb shit. I got to post bullshit, make motherfuckers la, la, la. And once I got everybody riled up, I got to post the information because I got you open. I got you open. You feel me? Because when you start to see my name pop up, bing, 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 it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. Oh, shit, he was serious. You already read the shit. Now it's in your mind. And you're open to receive it because your soul is open. Your soul is open because personal identity is rooted in joy and pain. Joy and pain are both the connections to the soul. That's how our soul is tapped into. Things that make us feel joy. Things that make us feel pain. Now we tie it back into how R&B, hip hop, all these things came out. They came out of a need to erase pain, to attempt to erase pain. You feel what I'm saying? Rhythm and blues. And now, because they have now controlled our music, rock and roll was how we started Chuck Berry. Rock and roll was how I don't want to be depressed. I want to be joyous. I'm in pain too, but I don't want to just have blues. I don't want to have rhythm and blues. I want to rock and roll. You feel me? They stole that shit. Elvis is the king of rock. He ain't the king of shit, bitch ass. Woosah, 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 woosah. But those are the things. Soul music. You like I said, things have to either be joyful or painful to hit your soul for you to express and release that shit from your soul. Motherfuckers can't sing like us. Motherfuckers can't dance like us. Motherfuckers can't move like us. They don't feel like we naturally have the rhythm, but it takes it to a whole nother level when your personal identity, which is solar plexus chakra energy, when that energy is about your joy and your pain, and you're able to release that shit. You feel me? When Usher did Confessions album, you know why that album was real? Because it was real. That shit hit and it's lasting because it was real. How many other albums did he have that don't hit that hard? Because he was just making music. I feel every artist, every rapper, every singer, they have that one album or two that they really tap into. It's like, yo, fuck, I'm releasing. This is my soul. You feel me? Wale got several. I think if Wale, I got to use an album about nothing for me. Genius was dope too, but Album About Nothing was like, you can feel his frustration with the music industry. You can feel his frustration with everything. Even his last one on Wow, That's Crazy. That was dope. That was phenomenal. That was in a sense of him releasing too, but I feel like they don't compare to Album About Nothing. All of his works are dope. But this is the point that I'm saying. Because it's like when you have that voice, when you're the messenger, you got to give it. You feel me? You got to give it. But when you know that dynamic and you know that you're supposed to be fulfilling a need and you don't know how your need has to be filled, they're going to use you to fulfill their need and put your face on it as entertainment. You feel me? That's how we're able to, I don't like, this is one of the reasons why I fuck with Jay-Z so much. You feel me? Jay-Z been telling a lot of the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because you think like, yo, motherfucking, every time we wear clothes, they sales go up because we rocking the shit. They knew that. It's free endorsement. We gonna pop Chris. Motherfuckers go to the bottle like, fuck. I'm gonna pop bottles in the club and shit like, the fuck. That's why Diddy ended up getting behind Ciroc. Thinking like, y'all already drinking the liquor I tell y'all to drink anyway. Now, let me own the liquor. Douce is the shit if I do say so myself. You feel me? Like, now when I say the shit, you go drink it, motherfucker. I'm gonna go get me some Douce. Why you drinking Douce? Cause Jay drink Douce. Cause he kept talking about it in his fucking music. You feel me? That's the cheat code to this as black folks. Is how we have to acquire our wealth. All right. Look. The markets are not a difficult place to understand. All right. You just have to know what you're looking at. And there's 5 things that you need to see before you can make any market entry. First, you need a pocket so you can know which direction the market is going in. Second, you need a pullback so you can get the better price. Third, you need a battlefield so you can see when that market movement is slowing down. Fourth, you need the upper hand so you can see when the market reactivates. And last, you need a final push so you can see the exact moment when it's time to go with the direction you are already moving in. Okay? Of course, there's so much more that has to go into that, and it's not as cut and dry as that. But those are things that I teach in my Mastering the Market course. So if you would like to learn more, please visit IamJustSing.com and check out the Mastering the Market course today. Although it is directed and specialized for Forex, all of the skills, I crafted them to be transferable to any market that you're looking at. So again, visit IamJustSing.com and check out the Mastering the Market course today if you are truly looking to master the market. You feel me? You I ain't gonna say worm your way in because I don't want it to seem like that. You get your way in through the form of entertainment. How well you can entertain motherfuckers. You feel me? Instagram is on some bullshit with me. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I've been kicking game for the last year and a half about the COVID shit. You feel me? All kinds of shit. And I haven't been wrong about shit. Cause again, I'm a thinker. Now I gotta give it to you as the message. Before I can do that, I gotta entertain motherfuckers. How do I entertain motherfuckers? Because I have to worry about the algorithm. I have to worry about being shadow banned. I have to worry about things. I had to go in and fucking crack this fucking code. Why do you think I post so much bullshit? You feel me? Because I know what the fuck is up. I know who the fuck I gotta reach. I know who the fuck I gotta talk to. You feel me? But in my acquisition of wealth, I have to leverage entertainment in order to fulfill the needs. The needs that I gotta fulfill is education, is knowledge, motherfucking getting this information. Granted, I don't just be talking about history, bro. Like most motherfuckers. This is why a lot of these, I fucks when this ain't no shot towards on the pro back pages. It's like, we're gonna just learn history so you can argue. That's not that. What the fuck is that gonna do for us? You feel me? I get it. Know your past, know your history, know all of that shit. You gotta know that. But what about the future? Let's create that shit. Let's start creating that shit. You got to think to do that shit. You can't just remember. That's what history is about, remembering shit. This is no slight or no disrespect towards the historians, but we got enough of them. We got enough of them. They've already broken down all the shit we don't know. When you really think about it, like when you look at the Dr. Benz, the Dr. Henry Clarks, the Sheikh Anta Diops, the Muata Ashbis, the Ivan Van Sertima's, you feel me? The Renoku Ushida, I think that's his name. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They've already done all of that shit. They uncovered what we couldn't find. Now we just repeating they shit. What now? Because it's entertaining. I'm gonna find another way to entertain y'all with history. Because we black, because we this, that, and the third. Remember, we was wolves. What next? What next? What's the next part? You can't just entertain. You feel what I'm saying? So now you got to learn how to tie that entertainment into other shit. You feel me? Astrology. tarot, that shit works, but it's entertainment. You feel me? These tarot readers, these astrology readers, they ain't teaching you how to do tarot and study astrology. They don't even teach you the purpose of the shit. Because if I entertain you, I keep you coming back. Now, this is not a shot, or this is not a form of disrespect, or, you know what I'm saying, subtlety towards any of the tarot readers, the astrology readers that I know, that I, you know what I'm saying, that I fuck with heavy. Because I fucks with y'all. Y'all know I fucks with y'all. You feel what I'm saying? But I got to acknowledge what the real is. This is entertainment. This is entertainment. Y'all really aren't fulfilling it. Y'all are fulfilling a need. But y'all are fulfilling the need that is through entertainment. You feel me? Are we producing the tarot cards? Are we producing the programs that prints out natal charts? You feel me? Are we in control of any of that? No. But we're the ones making it pop. You feel me? We're the ones making it pop. We got YouTube popping. Come get a daily general reading. Motherfuckers is soaking that shit up. You feel me? We're getting our wealth through the entertainment, but that's about it. Are we fulfilling the need? The need at this point is for people to be entertained. Oh my gosh, let me get this reading because I need to see if I'm compatible with this person's da-da-da-da-da. Shut the fuck up. If you figured out no, I don't want to learn it. This is why I say capitalism works, because motherfuckers is lazy and ignorant. Because motherfuckers are lazy and ignorant, that's the need that needs to be fulfilled. And motherfuckers have learned how to, you fulfill the need, right? And then you make motherfuckers pay for the shit. But entertainment is about the need that you have to feel is all emotional. It's about your soul. Church, religion, why you think pastors, like, how come there are no wealthy pastors? They rich. They rich as fuck. They don't have wealth. That shit can be taken from them. One scandal, one allegation. That's it. Well, it ain't it. That ain't it, because motherfuckers would be, that he can still preach. He got a whole side bitch. Like, the fuck? And I don't mean bitch in a disrespectful way, dramatic purposes. You know how I do. But, I mean, bitch is still disrespectful. He got a whole side woman. You feel me? Wonder why she's the first lady of the church, because he got a second, third, and fourth. And then the shit comes out. You feel me? Oh, but he can still preach. See how motherfuckers just want to be entertained. Motherfuckers still want to be entertained. And it can't be like that. It can't be like that. But it's how you entertain. Friday's episode of So Frail Conversations is gonna piggyback a little bit off of this, but we're gonna go deeper into it. I got some shit to talk, because everybody want to know what the fuck I feel about current situations. So I'm gonna talk about what the fuck I feel about current situations, because y'all know I don't like repeating myself. But anyway, back to this. So we're looking at it from that perspective. You feel me? We're looking at it from the fact that our acquisition of wealth is through entertainment. You feel me? How well can you entertain? You feel me? How well can I keep you entertained? And what happens when I'm like, and this is why it's so finicky. Like, you know, if you say something slick, you got to go apologize to the whole community. If you don't, we shut you down. Because we have control of the need right now. And you're just the entertainment for that need. We'll pay you. But then when you start fucking up that need that we fulfilling, fuck that. We're going to cut you off. Your endorsement deal stop. You feel me? People ain't going to fuck with you no more. I don't give a fuck. This is why I made sure that through the entertaining, I'm not relying on entertaining motherfuckers. You feel me? I'm not relying on entertaining motherfuckers. So I'm liable. And I do say shit that I don't give a fuck. Like, bitch, this got to be said. The fuck? We could fight. I don't care. You feel me? Oh, see, you got to do it. Like, no. And you ain't stopping shit over here. You feel me? The most powerful shit I heard was when I was watching NWA, and Eazy-E was like, they was like, damn, man, they burning our albums and shit, man. They mad. He's like, I don't give a fuck. They bought them motherfuckers. That shit was so fucking powerful to me, because I was like, you already got the bread. The fuck? Like, I had a sister one time tell me, you need to be careful what you say to women, because you know your audience for So Frail is women. The fuck? If women are, if the shit that I'm talking about is some shit y'all need to tighten the fuck up, fuck that. I'm gonna say the shit. I don't give a fuck. I can't support. I don't give a fuck if you can't support So For Real no more because of that shit. You only supported it because you thought I was disrespecting men, which again we're gonna talk about on Friday with So For Real. Saturday with So For Real Conversations. You feel me? But I don't give a fuck if you feel like you only fuck with So For Real because you thought I was disrespecting my brothers, rather than giving them something to stand on. I don't say tighten up gods for nothing. A titan are the things that created the gods when you study the Greek pantheon. You feel what I'm saying? So when I say tighten up gods, we can call ourselves gods all day long. Peace king, peace God. What's up, God? Like, fuck that. We got to be above that shit now because niggas done fucked up the gods. The ideology of a god is different. It's entertaining. You feel me? It's entertainment. It's how well you get entertainment. The form of entertainment too is that pacification shit. Motherfucking civil rights movement was all about entertainment. Hell, motherfuckers was surprised that after 77 motherfucking years, they have the first black chairman in the NAACP. Bitch, it's all entertainment. The fuck? They have already acquired the wealth. They already fulfilled the need. They put your ass as the face for entertainment. NAACP. You know how many black organizations are not black? The fuck? They wonder why I don't support them. They wonder why I say Black Matter lives instead of Black Lives Matter. Fuck that shit. They want you to be in that space and they're going to entertain it. Read the bylaws of the motherfucking Black Lives Matter movement. Whatever. You feel me? But it's all about the destruction. It's like, I'm going to use you to fulfill the need I need to keep black people out of the spaces that we in. Even your entertainers that reach that point. You feel me? Oprah been in the billionaire status for a long time. But what's she still doing? She got 11 jet streams flying off the Epstein. You feel me? The R. Kelly shit was fucked up. It was definitely tragic. They leveraged Gayle and all of that shit. Like, it's, you feel me? I don't give a fuck about that R. Kelly shit though. Like, it's like, yo, nigga, yo, eat his ass up. That's some fucked up shit. But you feel what I'm saying? Again, go back to R. Kelly has the voice to deliver a message. What message did he deliver? 12 Play, Chocolate Factory, everything about pedophilia and sex. And I Believe I Can Fly. That's his only memorable song that had merit to it. I Believe I Can Fly. Everything else was about fucking. It's entertaining. It's entertaining. You feel me? Kirk Franklin is he ran the gospel, because Kirk Franklin been running gospel music since the fucking 90s. You feel me? It's a form of entertaining. Now I'm going to entertain you for the gospel side. I'm going to tap into that shit. But motherfuckers still ain't living a Christian life. Ain't that some shit? I ain't just talking about because he called his son a bitch ass nigga and shit. I ain't just talking about that shit, but he went on saying he was addicted to porn so bad he was jumping the trash cans to get the shit that was thrown away. That's a problem. That's a problem. You know? Because the message that they're delivering. Listen to the music, you know? Listen to gospel. Most gospel music tells you how you ain't shit. No. I'm gonna flip that. Rap music and the rap music and shit mainly tells you that you ain't shit. Gospel music tells you I ain't shit. Think about it. I ain't worthy. I ain't this. You know, motherfuckers say I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. Silver and gold is wealth acquisition. Bruh. Now, that's what's back in your groceries. By all means, paper and plastic. You feel me? Y'all know how I stand. I never tell anybody to give up their religion. I never tell anybody to give up their belief. I say understand it. But at some point, you have to realize that even if we want to keep it biblical, you feel what I'm saying? The Bible says that what you bind up on earth will be loosed in heaven. So if you broke on earth, you're going to be broke in heaven. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. All right. Stay in poverty, motherfucker. You feel me? What is it? I know I've been changed. You know? Motherfucker was like, yo, I remember I had a black soul and I was washed white as snow. Whoa. See what image you're putting in with the color black and your essence. You feel me? You don't see how powerful that shit is. Most motherfucking gospel music is rhythm and blues without cussing. Really? When you really put, and it's the entertainment. You feel me? There's not many songs. Now you have those hype songs that say, yo, I'm victorious and all this shit. But then if you listen to the lyrics of the motherfucker, I remember when I wasn't shit. I ain't do nothing. I couldn't do nothing. I ain't nothing without you. I ain't this, that, and the third. So what do you internalize when you don't feel that being's presence? Now, I'm gonna keep it 100 because I used to be in the Christian space. I can be honest with the shit as they can't be. You feel me? You have moments in your life when you supposed to be as devout as you want to be, but you know that being ain't there for you. You feel that being ain't there for you. Life is just so dark, but I know you still making the way. I know yeah, it sounds good, but you start to internalize the shit. That's why that music can hit, because you don't tap into the optimism. You tap into the pessimism that you really fucking live in. But who owns the shit? Gospel motherfuckers don't own their masters. Fucking Donnie McClurkin. We fall down, but we get up. Nigga, don't nobody want to hear that shit. The fuck? You start off miserable. You feel what I'm saying? You start off motherfucking miserable. Programming, dog. Programming. That shit's crazy. That shit's fucking crazy as hell. But again, it's tied into the wealth acquisition. You have to entertain. Oh, yeah, we're going to pay y'all all of this money to motherfucking go sing, go rap, go dance. We're going to pay y'all all of this money to go dribble a ball, go jump and run and do all of this shit. We're going to pay you minimum to think. We're going to pay you shit. Matter of fact, we're going to put you in debt to think. So the only thing you can think about is getting out of debt. Shit, fuck giving back to your people. Shit, the fuck, you got to get back to me, nigga. Navient, Sally Mae, they fulfilled a fucking need. You feel me? They fulfilled a motherfucking need. I owe them motherfuckers almost $200K. They'll get it when I can get a check. I'll pay them. You feel me? I'm gonna pay them. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna pay them. Don't get me wrong. Like, I ain't gonna be on that type of time. I'm gonna pay these motherfuckers. But at the same time, it's like I gained all of that shit. And when I broke down the numbers, I wasn't gonna be able to pay that shit back if I finished. Motherfuckers don't want to hear that part about it because they were stuck on you would have been a doctor. You would have been in this. Bitch, you don't think like look, no funny shit. And I mean this in the most modesty. If you follow my Instagram page at _just_scene_, I have been breaking down shit that doctors are struggling with this entire pandemic. And motherfuckers don't get but you should have finished because people would have listened to you. See how the entertainment shit works? Oh, I'm gonna use you as the face. They wouldn't have listened to me, they would have fired me. They would have blackballed me. They would have blacklisted me. Now I can talk all the shit that I want to on their level. And the most they can tell me is, oh, but you don't have a degree, but let's go toe to toe with the shit. And I'll show you how your degree ain't shit. You feel me? I'll show you how your degree ain't shit. I was literally watching this doctor post about, yo, go get the vaccine. And she said, people talking about it's mRNA. And she was like, if you understand immunology and all of these things, if they don't understand that, they shouldn't be talking. She said, don't listen to these. I know she was throwing shots at me. But her shots missed. Simply because when you talking about mRNA technology, that's my shit. It sounds good. I'm a whole forensic biologist. I studied genes. I did gene analysis. You feel me? I did DNA sequencing. I did this shit. I don't just have the theory. I did the shit. Shout out to the great Fayetteville State University. Attitude check. Bronco pride. You feel me? I did the shit. I know what PCR is. So when they started running that test, talking about, oh, we got to use PCR. We going to use PCR. I'm going to tell you the quick gamut. Then I'm going to get back to the topic of this shit. When they did the PCR test, I said, oh, y'all, this ain't no motherfucking test. They using COVID to get y'all DNA. That's why the swab had to go up to the back of your nasal sinuses. You feel what I'm saying? So now they have DNA templates of everybody who was tested, right? I was like, all right, y'all, something big about to happen, yo. Then they announced mRNA technology. I said, oh, shit, mRNA, that's messenger RNA. That's what you use during DNA replication. So when DNA splits, I said, oh, they're going to infuse during the DNA replication process their own mRNA template and not your own. Oh, shit, they about to transform motherfuckers right in front of their eyes. You feel what I'm saying? And then what happens right after that? GlaxoSmithKline comes out and says, you know what? We're going to start working on therapies for coronavirus vaccine. whoa, didn't y'all just buy 23andMe? The DNA kits that people were submitting to find out where the fuck they from. Now y'all have the profiles too, in addition to the test. Touche. This is chess, nigga. Too motherfucking shay. Y'all played that bitch well. And it's been emotional a long time ago. You feel what I'm saying? So now this doctor is saying mRNA technology, and they're talking about immunology and all this. I know that shit too. But this mRNA shit is different. This is gene therapy. They're transforming people. They're going to be transforming people. Not only that, when they transform your DNA, now when you create children, they're transformed. They're not even you no more. They're who the motherfucker wants you to, man, watch. And you wonder why they're using the MRC5, which is aborted male fetus, aborted Caucasian fetus. It's the lung tissue of aborted Caucasian male fetuses. Why the fuck are they infusing that within your genetics? But then when I say motherfuckers is going extinct and white people on the endangered species list and they trying to bring themselves back, motherfuckers look at me like I'm crazy. You know why? Because I'm not entertaining. I don't have the degree. I didn't get the lab coat. Well, I got the lab coat and shit. I got all that. But I didn't get the white coat. I did get my white coat too. I just didn't finish. Look, the point that I'm making with that is that I'm not wearing the coat. I'm not the motherfucking face on the shit. Motherfuckers still tell like you should have finished. People will listen to you. So y'all can't listen to me because I don't have the credentials. So you say. But yet I'm speaking on shit that's bodying everybody you look up to. You feel what I'm saying? I got elders. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Dr. Oz said this. Did you hear about? I told you that shit 5 fucking years ago. You didn't want to listen because I wasn't Dr. Oz. You feel me? But again, it's about the entertainment. So you motherfuckers listen to Dr. Oz, who's a heart doctor. He don't get paid if your heart works. Smart ass. Really? You really think he's going to give you something to make your heart stop being in a fucked up position? No, because he loses clientele. Bitch, this is the hustle 101. The fuck? This is the hustle 101. If I'm selling crack, I'm not going to tell a motherfucker to go to rehab. Fuck no. Stupid. Anyway, let me get back to the topic here that we on. You feel me? So when it comes to wealth acquisition and shit, as Black folks, our wealth acquisition is limited to entertainment. We have to finesse the entertainment to learn how to fulfill the need. You dig what I'm saying? Like when I do jam sessions, right? Motherfuckers expect me to be a rapper. Motherfuckers expect me to be able to, entertain this way. So what do? I infuse smart shit in there. You don't even know that it's hitting you. Like when WAP came out, when that shit first dropped, everybody doing, I'm going to do a WAP challenge. I said, here's my moment. I'm about to teach some shit in this motherfucker. I got the instrumental, put a whole shit. I was talking about Breonna Taylor. I was talking about the Tory Lanez shooting. I was talking about COVID. I was talking about the Epstein shit. I was talking about Wayfair and fucking the crates and the missing kids and all that shit. I talked about all that shit. And motherfuckers was like, yo, how did you fit? Because I know how to do this shit. I'm a thinker, a messenger, and the fucking warrior. I know how to do all of this shit, and I got to do all this shit. Now I got to fucking structure it because this is the only way I can feed it to y'all. Oh, this motherfucker trying to sound smart. When I actually give the shit how I know I can give it, it's like that's where the problem is. But look at how our entertainment has to be. You feel me? Look at the shit Jay-Z had to put in his motherfucking music and had to make so many metaphors of drugs just for motherfuckers to get it. You feel me? I jack, I rob, I sin. Oh man, I'm Jackie Robinson. Like, you feel me? Had to make that a triple entendre and shit. Just, I'm like, oh, he's talking about drugs. Oh, he's also talking about Black history. Oh, you feel me? You see how much we got? Like, we got to work twice. This is what it means to work twice as hard to get half as much. You feel me? Because now we got to get into the realms of, okay, I have to entertain first in order to obtain wealth. Now I got to make sure that in my entertainment, I don't get consumed in this shit to where I get stuck in the loop of entertaining. And that's all that I have. I have to learn to invest. I have to learn how to acquire resources, land, commodities, textiles. Like I have to learn how to buy these things, gold, silver, platinum. I need to learn how to acquire these things. Motherfuckers just, get money, invest. In what? In what? You feel me? Me teaching about Forex, people don't get why I teach it. People think it's about the dollar because they're so used to the entertaining. I can't even fucking teach the shit properly because motherfuckers want me to, how do I make money? I'm not teaching you just how to make money. I'm teaching you how to understand currencies, the economies. You feel me? It's a cheat code to this shit. It's a fucking cheat code to the shit. And I use Forex to understand it. Motherfuckers be asking me, well, how do you know the stock is about to take off? It's not yet. It's still going to come down a little bit. Why? Because the US dollar is strong. How do you know the US dollar is strong if the stock market is going up? Well, the stock market is going down now. When the stock market starts to go up, the US dollar is getting weak. The reason why the US dollar is getting weak, because now you have to compare it against every other currency, the major currencies, the Aussie, the CAD, the Swiss franc, the pound, the euro, the yen, the New Zealand. You feel me? It's right there. It's right there. And I use that and I bring it into the stock market. You feel me? That's the shit I try to teach motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, here, I even have a whole module on correlation. But I can't tell motherfuckers and shit like, yo, correlation. I'm using correlation so I can know what the dollar is doing for this particular day. Because it's going to take some time. The dollar been strong since February 16th. Motherfuckers is buying stocks and they're getting mad because the shit's going red. Why is it still going down? Because the dollar still has strength. How do you know that? Forex. What? Forex is just trading. No, the fuck it's not. It's not just trading. It's not. This is why I don't need you to sign up for an MLM. This is why I don't need you to join my motherfucking team. This is why I don't need you to fuck with me along that tight. I just need you to learn the shit. Why? Because I'm teaching you how to fuck a currency works. I'm teaching you how currency works. Now, I'm tying that back into the main topic of this shit is because in order for me to teach this shit, I have to entertain motherfuckers. You know how frustrating that shit is? I got to do TikTok videos. I got to do TikTok videos to show a motherfucker how to read a goddamn chart. Why? Because otherwise, motherfucker, I'm too stupid for this. I don't think I'm smart enough to get this. So now I got to break it down for you to be smart enough to receive it. You know how frustrating that is? You know how frustrating that is? Because it's like, now I know the need. The need that needs to be fulfilled is everybody needs to understand currencies. This shit ain't going nowhere. Now you know why when they start printing money out, the stocks fall. You feel me? The stock market falls because now with the printed money, they are now able to, before the money is ever printed, the big players that know the money is about to be printed, they take their money out. Then the money gets printed, the stocks drop, and the big players come back in and buy on the dip. But they buy on the big dips, not the little ones. You got to use bigger windows, bigger trade windows, bigger time frames. You dig what I'm saying? No, you got to know where the bigger players are sitting at. The fuck? This is a game. Now I'm like, this is a need that we got to fulfill. Now motherfuckers is like, yo, you're charging too much for that shit. The fuck? I'm not. No, I ain't. No. Fuck that. This is a life-changing resource. This is a need that needs to be fulfilled. You feel what I'm saying? But again, the best way for me to fulfill the need is I can't just fulfill the need. I have to entertain. And that's bullshit to me. That's really kind of what all of this was about. Because I kind of got frustrated. It's like, I got to do TikTok videos. I got to do so much shit. I got to break shit down. And imagine having to break shit. Imagine having to break this shit down to 60-second videos. You feel me? 60-second videos. Motherfuckers just hit me up. How come you haven't been posting any of your stocks this month? You must be losing. No, bitch, it ain't time for stocks to take off yet. The fuck? So why am I going to talk about stocks? You feel me? Oh, I'm still buying on the dips. Okay, you're buying on the wrong dips. That's why the shit keeps going against you. And that's why you're not making as much profit as you possibly could. When the US dollar was weak in January, I generated by the end of January, I had 700% profit. By the end of January. By February, the dollar started getting weak. No, the dollar started getting stronger. So when the dollar started getting stronger, stocks started dropping. Motherfuckers is, oh, I'm getting in now. I'm not getting in yet because I know the dollar still has strength. Why? Because I understand the Forex side of the shit. The Forex side is like, oh, the dollar is whooping everybody's ass right now. It's strong as fuck in the world. This means now economy. This means everything is factored into this shit. You dig what I'm saying? The unemployment rates, housing, fucking bank interest, loan interest, all of that shit, education interest, all of these things are factored in to the currency. You dig what I'm saying? That's what I be trying to teach motherfuckers. But I got to break this shit down to heroes and villains. You know how disrespectful that is? So imagine how going forward as Black people, why we fulfilling a need is so hard, why we have to opt for entertainment as our acquisition of wealth and then subtly move into need fulfillment. Because everybody has already programmed us and programmed the system that Black people entertain. They're the best. And we know the shit. Most iconic entertainers you could always think of: Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, James Brown, fucking Chuck Berry, you feel me? B.B. King, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston. Some of them make them transition into, acting and shit like that. Why do you think it's such an easy transition from acting and from music to acting and shit? From sports to rapping and all of this other shit? Because it's all entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? Most of the motherfuckers who were good at singing or rapping or whatever the case may be are also good at like Will Smith was such a good actor, motherfuckers forget he used to rap. You feel me? That transition is simple because it's like you have to deliver a message for us. This is why some people can only play certain roles. T.I. is in acting, but he's best when he's in some, like when he was in Takers, he was good in that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's in what your niche is already that we put you in. You feel me? Kenan and Kel, when all that came out, they used to rap on the fucking intro. They're also actors. You feel what I'm saying? It's all in the messages template. But as far as entertainment, it's like we create the need. We know what need needs to be filled, and we know only Black people can fill the need this way. So now we're going to stamp entertainment on it. And then we're going to let them get some money for entertaining for us, because we can't entertain that way. You feel me? If I really wanted black men and, just do drive-bys and shoot each other up as a white man, I can't just come into the motherfucker like, yo, kill that nigga. Oh, what the fuck you saying? Nigga called me a nigger, man. Blah, 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 blah. But yet, I can listen to this motherfucking music all day long. Then I'm going to go shoot this nigga, kill this nigga. Like, you feel me? You're doing what they want you there. You're entertaining them the way they want you to. That's the need fulfillment that they have for their own self-preservation. Need fulfillment needs to be connected to self-preservation. That's the first rule of fucking nature. Not self-annihilation. Why the fuck is our need fulfillment? Why the fuck is our fulfillment of needs tied to, why the fuck is the fulfillment of needs tied to our annihilation? You feel what I'm saying? Perms, relaxers. You feel me? We used to get those. Oh, we're gonna get straight hair. Entertainment. Put a whole Just For Me kit on the shit, motherfucker. You got the Just For Me in the shit. And then the need that is being fulfilled is giving Black women fibroids. So what? They can't procreate. They can't have fucking babies. But we're the entertainment of it. Go look at the Just For Me box. You see a little Black girl with the barrettes and the bubbles. Oh, so cute. Now she's gonna grow up with fibroids. She can't have babies. You feel me? We're going to fulfill the need. And what is the need? The need is our need is survival. At the end of the day, that's everybody's need. That's the need of every race. And there's only three: the Africoid, the Mongoloid, and the Caucasoid. Why the fuck is our need to appeal to everybody else? Everybody else's need is to annihilate us, to take us off the game. And they can't fucking do it. Why? Because every now and again, you got a few motherfuckers that'll come up and cheat the game, and they'll crack the code. They just can't deliver the message right. You feel me? You can't say certain shit. Nick Cannon just almost got canceled. He's an entertainer. His wealth is through entertainment. He came out and said the real Jews are Black. He won't lying. He won't lying. But they canceled him. Until he apologized and all of that shit. I wish a motherfucker would make me apologize for telling the truth. You got me fucked up, nigga. Shit. You feel me? He got taken off of Dancing with the Stars, the Masked Singer. They took him off of that show. They took him off all of the shit because of what he said. Because the need that we need to fulfill is to maintain our status. It's our self-preservation. We got to look at it from this perspective. And this is why the entertainment is what it is and why wealth acquisition, the gap is so wide, because the need to fulfill, their need to fulfill self-preservation is by default our self-annihilation. It's our annihilation. If we were all in the same, same pocket, we we would be able to acquire wealth freely without the fear of them being annihilated. It's just the way nature works. Even Darwin said the shit. It's survival of the fittest. It's called natural fucking selection. You're going to shift towards dominant genetics. You study genetics, you look at Mendel. Even asked motherfucker Mendelian genetics, the pea pods and shit. When you study that breakdown, everything shifts towards dominant genetics. That's self-annihilation right there. If they don't keep us out of the shit, it's ours. The planet is already ours. The sun, everything is designed for us and not them. You feel me? So for them, it's self-preservation. I'm not mad at them for keeping me out of the wealth loop. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at us because we only know that wealth is through the acquisition of entertainment. Wealth acquisition is through entertainment. So we entertain. And we entertain well. There'll never be a Caucasian Michael Jordan. There'll never be a Caucasian or Asian LeBron James. The closest we got was Yao Ming, and Shaq killed him. He couldn't fuck with Shaq. You feel me? And again, there's only 3 races of people: the Africoid, the Caucasoid, and the Mongoloid. One thing I will give Caucasian people credit for, and it's their ability to adapt. They have a higher ability to adapt because they have to. They're recessive. They have to adapt fast. So let's look at sports. Before they say, black people, we can't let them play sports. You feel me? We don't want them to play with us. Then they started to see, they're better than us. You feel me? So much better that the goal had to be increased in the basketball. I think it went from like 8 feet to 10 feet. You feel me? We got to give them a 3-point line. We got to keep them out the paint. We learned how to look at the best 3-point shooter. It ain't white. 1 and 2. Who is 1 and 2? Ray Allen and Steph Curry. You can put them in any order you want to. The greatest 3-point shooters in the game. Ain't no Caucasian dunkers. The fuck. You feel me? They can grab rim and put it in the rim, but can they dunk? You ever seen an alley thrown to a 6'3" white dude? Hell the fuck no. You feel me? But you got Peja Stojakovic's and shit and oyster tags. They over 8 feet tall. Nigga, they supposed to be able to dunk. Bitch, you just raise your arm. The fuck? Oh shit. But you know what I'm saying? This is the point that I'm trying to make. Their adaptability is like, okay, I know the need that I have to fulfill is to preserve myself. You feel me? I have to preserve myself as long as I can. So this is why when we look at entertainment, the entertainment industry has been corrupted into saying, okay, now let's get you a white woman. You got to get you a white girl, and this, that, and the third. And then it's like, now we'll take your wealth because we can whitewash it. We'll take your wealth. You feel me? I think Diana Ross kids are white now. Her grandkids are white or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's another celebrity. I think Muhammad Ali, his other daughter, has some white kids or some shit like that. You feel me? It's little subtle shit like that because it's about self-preservation. Your need, your ability to fulfill your need, your wealth should be to preserve yourself. Our wealth is just to entertain. We're not taught to fulfill needs. And I'm not mad at it. Use us to fulfill the need. You feel me? Because shit, you can't fulfill it yourself. You feel me? I'm mad that we don't see it. So we, Migos and look at the top people that run the game, that run the quote unquote entertainment game. You feel me? But I will say this: my sisters and my brothers, low key, the sisters are given more permission than the brothers are. You feel what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You look at the young sister from Blackish, who's the youngest producer in the game. They're starting to promote these different things, but they're still keeping black women separate from us and they're keeping us separate from black women because it's like, okay, now let's keep the entertainment going. You feel me? They have different visions. They can see things we can't see. They can do things we can't do. They have a different power we don't have. Let's utilize that and still hate them. It's jealousy. Jealousy is love and hate at the same time. That's why you can be their favorite nigga. You feel me? But again, it's all tied into how we're perceiving and how we're viewing, wealth acquisition. You feel me? It's the wealth acquisition of it all. Because when it's all said and done, how much wealth will we keep? Entertainment doesn't allow you to keep any wealth. It allows you to gain money. That's it. You feel me? This is how Hammer can make 25 million and still go broke. You see what I'm saying? Oh, we're going to teach you how to get the wealth, buddy. We're going to teach you how to get the wealth. And we're going to teach you how to get the money and fulfill our need. This is why it's like, this is why they won't let any black people own basketball teams. The need is fulfilled. The need is entertainment. People miss that. The need is entertainment. We're using you guys as entertainers. You feel me? When our record sales dropping, Miley Cyrus came to the hood to get popping again. Remember when she was twerking and doing all of that shit, and it was like, oh my God, she's invited to the cookout. She stole the recipe and went back. Act like the shit never happened. Bubba Sparks did the same shit. You feel me? That's what they do. Macklemore. How the fuck Macklemore beat Kendrick Lamar out that year is beyond me. You dig what I'm saying? And Kendrick was low-key cool with it. Because he's like, man, this shit don't validate me. You feel me? It don't validate the artistry that I put into the game. You feel what I'm saying? That's a part of what we got to deal with. You feel me? So it's like when it comes to our wealth, when it comes to real wealth, right, we got to start fulfilling needs. You feel me? We got to break the mentality of feeling that we have to entertain all the time. You dig what I'm saying? We have to entertain all the time. And in the gist of it all, in the grand scheme of it all, we got to really tap in better. But this is also one of the reasons why when you look at where we are right now, most is like a lot of our shit is petty. It's like, it's argumentative. It's like nobody's like, think about why motherfucking all of the conscious people all of a sudden like, it's like, oh, we got to do a debate. I don't want to do no fucking debate. Let's do a collaboration. Fuck a debate, bro. I don't like, that's entertaining. You feel me? That's a part of the entertainment. You feel me? I'm going to entertain y'all and give you what? Nothing. Because we're going to fucking lecture, just like a fucking fucking preaching sermon. We're going to leave this shit and be like, I got to pick a side now. No, you don't. You're supposed to apply the fucking information. The fuck is wrong with y'all? You feel what I'm saying? We got to break this motherfucking mentality of always trying to entertain. Because it's not all about entertainment. It's about fulfilling needs. And now, if the need is going to be giving information out, give the information out. But don't just give information out. Teach the next steps on how to apply the shit. Teach the next steps. Because it's like those who can't do, those who can't teach. You feel me? And those who want wealth got to do more than fucking entertain. And don't forget to take a moment to go get your exclusive merchandise from Just Scenes merch. At Just Scenes, each piece is specifically crafted with positive imagery and symbolism. From the titles and designs to the descriptions, each style gives you something to feel great about. With everything from hoodies and tees to coffee mugs and tote bags, we have something for the entire family. So be sure to get yours today. Find us on Instagram at Just Scenes merch and get your merchandise right now. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. But yeah, like I said, man, this was more of a, I ain't going to front. I ain't going to hold you. I was in my feelings a little bit with this one. Not in the actual recording of it, but in the initiation of it, because it was like, bruh, man, why? You feel me? Why I got to entertain to fulfill the need that I'm supposed to be fulfilling? You dig what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy as shit. It's crazy as shit how much I got to do to get a motherfucker to see what I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Friday, we're going to go into more on that Derek Jackson bullshit and all of that shit too. But like, that's like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, the need is gone. The need is about, making black men better. But the entertainment is about, no, we not changing. Just don't fuck with black men no more. Black men telling you not to fuck with black men rather than black men saying tighten up. You feel me? I'm not tooting my horn. I'm not going to brag heavy about this shit, but I'm one of the only motherfuckers I know doing that shit. Why? Because I also have the warrior spirit. This now ties back in when I say you got to be the warrior, the messenger, and the thinker. I got to be all fucking three. I gotta be the person who can check. Oh, I don't check my brothers, man, because motherfuckers always want to get hostile and shit like that. Bitch, you benched 350, man. What the fuck? How the fuck you ain't gonna check another dude? Feel me? I'm 165, 170 soaking motherfucker. I don't give a fuck who it is. If we on some bullshit, we gonna check each other. I'm gonna check you, motherfucker, and we gonna get it. We ain't gotta go to fist for the shit. But you feel what I'm saying? I gotta be able to stand firm in that shit. You feel me? It's so much easier to tell a black woman, yo, these are the type of dudes you won't be fucking with. Ain't nothing wrong with you. And they just say, you know what, black women, this conversation ain't got shit to do with y'all. I need to talk directly to my brothers because it's the entertainment. It's not necessarily about fulfilling a need, because the need is that we got to be better men. And stop telling women just to navigate through the bad ones. The fuck no. Let's motherfucking, hey, bro, the shit you did was foul. The shit you did was fucked up. You feel me? But again, this ties back into the whole gamut of all of this shit. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. We're allowed to acquire wealth through entertainment, not necessarily fulfilling a need. You feel me? How well can I keep people's minds captured to get my bag? And then what can I do with the bag? You feel what I'm saying? So, you feel me? I don't need people's money, because I learned how to get my own now. Because I learned to understand money. And in understanding money, this is what I'm trying to teach motherfuckers. I'm like, and that's where my frustration came in. You feel me? That's where my frustration came in. Like, this sister was telling me, I did a quick TikTok bit, and this is one of the reasons why I stopped doing the shit. Not only because, the stock market, I'm waiting for that to resume, and I'm doing Forex now. Motherfuckers always talking about, I don't want to do Forex, just teach me stocks. You need to know both, but whatever. So I don't put, once the stocks get back into positive and they're buying again, then I'll get back into talking about stocks. But I made this TikTok video, and Shorty was like, the shit was 60 seconds. It was real simple. I said, a stock code. I was talking about stock codes and, cross rate expressions and things like that. I try to make it simple. I said, stock code is just basically the stock in comparison to the dollar, blah, 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 blah. Motherfuckers like, I still don't get it. But you got nice lips though. See why we can't, we so busy on trying to be fucking entertained. You feel me? And then on that regard, now I got to deal with motherfucker was like, yo, shut your nerdy ass up and this, that, and the third. I'll be the nerd, but I understand how money works. I understand how money works. I know how to understand how the money works well, how it's moving, when it's moving, when to pay attention to it, when not to pay attention to it. You feel me? Not just getting into it for the spur of the moment. I know how this shit moves. I know how these larger players are playing the dancing with the money. But you feel me? I got to entertain motherfuckers. You feel me? I got to entertain motherfuckers. That's my problem. I don't want to entertain motherfuckers no more. I don't want that to be, y'all, this is how we get the shit. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of that being the focal point of how we have to acquire wealth as black people. Entertaining motherfuckers. That shit pisses me off. It pisses me off to no end, because it's like, you feel me? My main social media page. I'm so fucking close to closing that bitch down and shutting it down, because it's like, there's nothing there for me. Clubhouse, that's why I couldn't do Clubhouse, because there's nothing there for me. I don't want to entertain anymore. I'm done. I'm done fucking entertaining people. But I got to. Because my people are programmed to be entertained. In order for me to fulfill any need, I have to entertain my people. You feel me? We go through a heartbreak. We don't go to therapy. We listen to heartbreak music. You feel me? We go through trauma. We get so many, we find ways to be entertained. So I got to be able to help people, heal people, get people to the point that they need to be by fucking entertaining them. This shit pisses me off. It's frustrating, because it's like, damn, this literally is the only way still. Because it's been set up this way. The game is designed this way. People think black people are just kept out of wealth. You're not kept out of wealth. You're kept away from the acquisition, the true acquisition of it. Because you think you have to entertain with it. And motherfuckers who getting it that ain't entertaining you, like, huh? How? You must have sold your soul to the devil. The fuck? How? What? Where does that come from? No. It ain't got shit to do with shit. You feel me? But Our perspective of obtaining wealth is like, yo, think about it. It's like, I remember I was talking about Kevin Hart not being funny no more. Motherfucker gonna comment, but he getting money though. Bitch, I ain't say he was broke. The fuck? I just said he ain't funny to me. But he getting money though. People always trying to. No, now we have to get into that part too. Because now if you want to say, but he getting money though, he getting money at the expense of his daughter now. Because his last comedy show, he was calling her a hoe. The fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? That's what getting money is about? You feel me? That's where motherfuckers talking, oh, you sold your soul. Yeah, because you entertaining for the fucking dollar. You're not fulfilling a fucking need. You can't get back to your people. You won't get back to your people. All the shit they do for the community. I drop records, they drop this. Don't nobody give a fuck about the fucking records. Don't nobody give a fuck about the entertainment because the wealth is not fucking yours. You're getting paid to entertain because they're fulfilling the need. The very need that is designed to destroy us because it helps them stay alive. Their self-preservation is about our self-annihilation, and they use us to annihilate ourselves. The fuck? Fuck entertainment, bro. Fuck entertainment. Fuck entertaining people to acquire wealth. I'm tired of doing this shit. But I got to. I fucking got to. I fucking got to. If you've been following me on social media, I've been hitting at this for a long time, but it's like I can't. I even did a poem called The Cage, and that's what I was talking about. Motherfuckers missed the whole shit. Motherfuckers missed the whole shit. But to entertain them, though. Ironically. I don't want to have to, it's devastating to know that in order for me to fulfill a need for my people, I have to entertain them. I have to entertain them. You feel me? Like sometimes I be forgetting that I be really dropping gems on social media like that because it's like people always, yo, I want to see what your thoughts are on this. I want to see what your thoughts are on this. Entertain me. Entertain me. Entertain me. Now I got to curate this shit so it fucking teaches you something, fulfills the need while still engaging the motherfucker. I don't want to do that shit no more. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm tired of shit. This episode had very, very, it was really tied to a bigger scope, but it was just me venting. I ain't gonna lie. I don't wear my emotions much on my sleeve, but I do now. I do it in this episode because I'm pissed off. I'm really tired of entertaining people in order to fulfill the need that I have to fulfill because of the way the structure is set up. Because motherfuckers don't see the backside of why we kept out of wealth. It's not because we're just kept out of wealth. It's because we believe we have to entertain to acquire it. And if we're not entertaining, we feel like we're not supposed to be doing this shit. There's entertainment in some way, shape, or form. Oh, acquire wealth, going to school. No, you wonder why school puts you in so fucking crazy debt? Because we don't want you to have wealth. We want you to have the illusion of it. So entertain. Get money. Get money. You feel me? Civil rights. Entertaining shit. That was the most entertaining shit we ever been through. Pacification. That's also entertainment. Put Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton on the motherfucker every time some shit pop off and some shit. But don't shit get done. This is the shit that I'm talking about when ain't no fucking warriors. This shit that I'm talking about when the message is fucked up. Ain't no fucking thinkers. Motherfucker get shot in the street. Oh, now's the time to come together. We got to extend the hand of love. Fuck that stupid motherfucker. Love, with love come correction. Love ain't a feeling good all the time. I'm just going to make motherfuckers feel good. No, that's entertaining. You see how the fucking shit is designed? Extend your hand of love. Go entertain these motherfuckers and show them you bigger. No, bitch, I'm going to show you why I'm a bigger motherfucking person. Fuck you. Kiss my ass. This shit is fucking bullshit, y'all. Like, this shit is fucking bullshit. And I hate that in our quest to acquire wealth, we have to use entertainment. We have to fucking find a way to entertain somebody, to take a little piece of the fucking wealth that they are willing to give us because they know we're willing to entertain them. We got to shift the whole fucking game. I hate the fact that I can't be 100% blunt in the shit that I'm saying. And well, I can, but I hate the fact I'm speaking as a collective. I hate the fact that I can't be blunt in the shit that I'm saying. And I got to put subliminals in there. I got to put, entendres and shit. I just can't tell you that these motherfuckers don't. No, if you say that shit, you're going against this, that, and the third, and we will shut you down. You ain't shutting shit down because you ain't stopping my motherfucking money. I'm in the same pocket y'all in. I just ain't got your money yet, but I'm in the same pocket y'all in because I understand how the fucking money works now. This is why I talk the shit that I want to talk. This is why I say the shit that I want to say. But this is also why I'm at the point now I don't want to entertain no more. I don't have to. I don't have to. Either you get it or you don't. This. I don't know if I'm just at the point of being done for real. Cause like social media is you feel me? It's just a matter of who can entertain. I don't want to entertain. I don't want to entertain nobody else. I'm not entertaining shit else anymore. I'm fulfilling a need from this point forward. I've been fulfilling needs. I just had to do it through fucking entertainment. Think about motherfuckers, bought my book Hitting It Raw because of the title Hitting It Raw. And it's about plant-based nutrition. They're like, yo, damn, you gave some good fucking information and shit. It really helped my transition. I know, and it sucks that I had to do it like that. That's what pisses me off. I had to do it like that. To teach about masculinity, I had to call it So Frail. Ain't that some shit? I had to give the perception, the entertainment that I'm fucking shitting on my brothers in order to get motherfuckers in. Oh, damn, you really trying to give us the game? Yes. Fucking yes. Fucking So Frail conversations. You really think I like titling that shit? No, because it's a fucking contradiction to what I stand on. I don't feel like masculinity is frail. I don't feel like we ain't shit. I don't feel like this shit. But I got to tap in to get to that shit because I know what's going to happen is when I start to do the shit, when I start expressing the shit, motherfuckers is going to listen. But motherfuckers listen because they entertain. I know my biggest audience is women, but I also know men are going to follow the women. Every woman that has fucked with me for So Frail, they have given the shit to the men. Mission fucking accomplished. And I hate that it had to go that way. Because when I first dropped So Frail, motherfuckers calling me Derek Jackson shit. Oh, here we go. We got another Derek Jackson. Bitch, I ain't even in that space. I'll fuck you up. Don't disrespect me like that. I'm not out here telling women, oh, it's y'all. I mean, it's us. It's not y'all. Fuck no, it's both of us. We all fucked up. We all fucked up. And I'm standing on that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That shit's stupid. I check women the same way I check men. You feel me? I give praise where it's due. You feel me? I uplift my brother just like I uplift my sisters. But motherfuckers don't ever want to see that shit because I'm not entertaining. Because I'm tired of fucking entertaining these motherfuckers. You feel me? That's one of the reasons why So Frail 3 it's so hard for me to write now because it's like ain't nothing frail about none of this shit. But I'm stuck and I'm confined to the fucking titles. Why? Because I had to fucking entertain people. I had to fucking do this shit by entertaining. Did it get its point across? I hope so. I've had brothers say they made changes. They went to therapy. They started to embrace their feelings and shit and started realizing it ain't shit. And then I had to embody the shit and live it my damn self. You feel me? But I got to entertain. I got to fucking entertain, bro. Sis. Oh, y'all. You feel me? I'm bringing it back down. My bad. This little outro is my rant. Like, I hate this shit. I hate this shit. A lot of our people is like, yo, we got it. And it's like, you get caught. I don't want to get caught in that. Like, I'm watching how the entertainment works. You feel me? You get caught in that box and you got to stay there. You feel me? You get caught in that box and you got to stay there. Oh, you said this wrong. Like, motherfuckers, I didn't like it. I don't give a fuck if you don't like what I said. That's why I said the shit. And you didn't. Because I chose to say the shit. Fuck out my face. Oh, I got to unfollow you because you said such and such. I don't give a fuck. Suck my dick while you at it. The fuck? You feel me? That shit pissed me off because motherfuckers want to be entertained. I'm fulfilling the need. I'm seeing the shit that's fucking wrong with us. I'm seeing the shit that we got to deal with and we got to get through and shit. And I got to filter that shit out through fucking entertainment. I got to post 100 memes I got to post 100 bullshit ass memes just to drop one fucking post with some solid information in the motherfucker. Because then when I'm on a roll and I'm dropping shit back, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm not reading all that. But don't. But yet you read all the fucking bullshit I do. All the fucking bullshit I talk about, you read that shit. You feel me? I got a big homie. Motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? He read So Frail and shit. He was like, yo, bro, you changed my perspective about the youth, dog. I was 26 at the time. So he's like, yo, man, damn, I known him for 5 years, bro. Shit. Fuck. But anyway, he's like, bro, I didn't know the youth. And so, yeah, man, we got something to say. But we can't say the shit because we got to entertain motherfuckers, bro. You feel me? We got to entertain motherfuckers. We got to drop this shit in code. We got to put this shit in coded symbolisms and shit. You feel me? Imageries and all this other nut shit. Man, that shit's stupid. And that shit pisses me off. And I've reached the point where I'm fed up fully. I don't want to entertain motherfuckers no more. But I got to. I got to. This is why I take breaks out of social media. This is why it's like, if I'm not entertaining motherfuckers, it's like, oh, like even given the information, they still find something that's not quite entertaining. They focus on the entertainment piece of this shit. I hate that shit, man, because I hate that shit about the way our people are programmed. That's what pisses me off. I'm dropping shit. I'm dropping gem after gem. I'm giving game after game. And it's not until and then, like I said, the sister, she fucking reposted the video I did about stocks. Like, all I got out of that was he got some good lips. The fuck, man? Like, come the fuck on. That's not even a compliment to me anymore. You feel me? Oh, his lips are nice. I don't give a fuck. This shit went over your fucking head and I made it as simple as fucking possible. The fuck? Like, that shit pisses me off because it's like, now, if the entertainment ain't, it's like, how the fuck is it gonna work? The fuck I'm gonna do? You feel me? This shit is tragic, man. But yeah, go kiss your babies, man. Make sure they eat their vegetables. And if the template is to teach your kids wealth and wealth acquisition, start to teach them early to fulfill a need. I don't think we're ever gonna be able to break this mentality of having to entertain. So teach them a process of fulfilling the need through entertainment. You feel me? Feel the need through entertainment. Whether that be the medium of music, in some way, shape, or form, social media. I don't fucking know anymore. I really don't care. But wealth acquisition, entertainment is about getting the money. Fulfilling the need is keeping it. Teach your babies how to fulfill a need, whatever that need is, and fulfill a need according to their purpose and their divine ordinance and what they're actually placed on this earth to do. Yeah, that's about it, y'all. Forgive my rant. I'm frustrated, but I'll be good. Anywho, go kiss your babies, man. Make sure they eat their vegetables. And I'm going to see y'all all on the next one. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out.